Hello everyone, this is the Andrew, also known as the German Viking, and today I wanted to read an article from DailyCaller. It's a little bit older. I had it on one of my tabs, but I never got to it. But I wanted to cover this as well. I covered another article about these hoax hate crimes, and I wanted to cover this from the Daily Caller. And here's a list of hoax hate crimes in the Trump era. From Peter Hassan, liberal actor Justice Smollett is accused of staging a racist and anti-gay attack on himself, which Smollett blamed on supporters of President Donald Trump. Smollett's alleged fake hate crime appears to be the latest instance of liberals manufacturing hate crimes for attention in the Trump era. The Daily Caller News Foundation compiled below some of the most outrageous fake hate crimes since Trump was elected in rough chronological order. Anti-Muslim hate crime in Michigan turns out to be a hoax. November 2016. Interesting. I'm going to read what it actually entails. A Muslim woman at the University of Michigan received national attention from national outlets like Washington Post in November 2016 after she claimed a drunk 20-something man threatened to light her on fire if she didn't remove her hijab. The university condemned the hateful attack, which turned out to be a hoax. Bisexual student fakes a Trump-inspired hate crime in November 2016. Again, there seems to be a pattern. Again, looking at all these hate crimes, there seems to be certain leaning or certain incident or political leaning of people. Almost read the same one. Taylor Volk, an openly bisexual senior at the North Park University, claimed to be the target of hateful notes and emails following Trump's election into November 2016. Volk told NBC News that I just want them to stop, but the them referenced by Volk turned out to be herself, as the whole thing was fabricated. Gas station racism goes viral, then police debunk it. November 2016. Philadelphia woman Ashley Boyer claimed in November 2016 that she was harassed at a gas station by white Trump-supporting men, one of whom pulled a weapon on her. Boyer claimed that the man proceeded to talk about the election, how they're glad they won't have to deal with much longer. Boyer deleted her post after a while and claimed the man had been caught and were facing criminal charges. Local police bunked her account. Okay. White man robbed Muslim woman of her hijab and wallet, except it never happened. November 2016. An 18-year-old Muslim woman in Louisiana claimed in November 2016 that two white men, one of them who was wearing a Trump hat, attacked and robbed her, taking her wallet and a hijab while yelling racial slurs. She later admitted to the Lafayette Police Department that she made the whole thing up. Church organist vandalized his own church. November 2016. A church organist was arrested in May 2017 after he was found responsible for spray painting a swastika and an anti-gay slur and the words Heil Trump on his own church in November 2016. When the story first broke, media outlets tied the hoax to Trump's election. The offensive graffiti at St. David's is among the numerous incidents that have occurred in the wake of Trump's election day win. What the Washington Post reported at the time. Yeah. If I remember correctly, the swastika was also the wrong way. Drunk white man attacked Muslim woman in story that also never happened. December 2016. Another 18-year-old Muslim woman, this time in New York, was the subject of breathless headlines in December 2016 after she claimed that to have been attacked by a group of Donald Trump supporters on a New York subway while onlookers did nothing. The woman, Yasmin Sawade, would go on to confess that she made the whole thing up. Huh. White guy sets his own car on fire, paints racial slur on his own garage. Wow. Denton, Texas resident David Williams set his own car on fire and painted lovers and his on his own home's garage in an apparent attempt to stage hate crime. Local police investigated the arson as a hate crime. Williams and his wife, Jenny, collected more than $5,000 from customers via GoFundMe before the hoax was exposed. Prankster tricks liberal journalists into spreading anti-Trump hoax. December 2016. As tales Trump-inspired hate crimes were spread far and wide by liberal journalists after Trump's election, one online prankster decided to test just how easy it was to fool journalists. The prankster sent to Mike.com Sarah Harvard a fictitious story in which a Native American claimed to have been harassed by an alleged Trump supporter who thought she was Mexican. Despite no evidence backing up the claim, Harvard spread the fake story. Emails to the prankster shared with the Daily Caller showed. Huh. Student writes anti-Muslim graffiti on his own door. A Muslim student Beloit College wrote anti-Muslim graffiti on his own dorm room door. The student was reportedly motivated by the desire to seek attention after a Jewish student was targeted with an anti-Semitic note. Israeli man behind anti-Semitic bomb threats in the U.S. Media outlets didn't wait to find out who was behind the string of bomb threats targeting synagogues and Jewish schools before linking the threats to Trump. Israeli man was charged in April 2017, and he died in February 2018 for the threats. A former reporter for The Intercept was also charged. And journalist actually was also charged in March 2017 with making several copycat threats. A hoax at St. Olaf, May 2017. Students at St. Olaf College in Minnesota staged a protest and boycotted classes in May 2017 after racist notes targeting black students were found around campus, earning coverage in national media outlets like the Washington Post. It later came out that a black student was responsible for the racist note. The student carried out the hoax in order to draw attention to concerns about the campus climate, the university announced. It's always the same thing. It's about to draw attention, educate people. Fake hate at Air Force Academy goes viral September 2017. The Air Force Academy was thrown into turmoil in September 2017 when horrific racist notes were found in the Academy's preparatory school. Go home. Read one of the notes. The Superintendent Lieutenant General J.B. Silveria went viral with an impassioned speech addressing the racist note. 2 months later, authorities determined that one of the students targeted by the notes was also the person responsible for running them. Yeah. K-State fake hate crime, November 2017. A student at Kansas State University filed a police report in November 2017 over racist graffiti left on his car. Go home, boy, and whites only read the racist graffiti, which the student later admitted to writing himself. Racist graffiti carried out by a non-white student, November 2017. Another incident of racist graffiti that same month also turned out to be a hoax. Missouri high school investigated after slurs were left on a bathroom mirror in November 2017, only to find that the students were responsible was non-white. Waiter fakes note calling himself a terrorist, July 2018. Texas waiter Khalil Kavil, that's a mouthful, Khalil Kavil, went viral after posting a Facebook picture of a racist note that he claimed the customer had left on the receipt in lieu of a tip. The note described Cavill as a terrorist. Saltgrass Steakhouse, where Cavill worked, initially banned the customers for life before the investigation revealed that the waiter had faked the racist note. I did write it, like Cavill later admitted. I don't have an explanation. I made a mistake. There is no excuse for what I did. Waitress fakes a racist note, blames law enforcement. A Texas waitress apologized in July 2018 after blaming local law enforcement for an offensive note targeting Mexicans. She later admitted to writing the note herself. New York woman's hate crime, or that wasn't September 2018. A New York woman was charged in September 2018 after police determined she fabricated a story about white teens yelling racial slurs at her, leaving a racist note on her car. Student faked racist notes December 2018. Several racist notes at Draco University were actually the work of one of the students who had been targeted by them. The fact that the actions of the student who has been admitted guilt were propelled by motives other than hate does not minimize the worry and emotional harm they caused, but should temper fears. University President Marty Martin said afterwards. Then you have Covington, which was significant. Anti-Semitic vandal exposed as Democratic activist in November 2018. Anti-Semitic vandalism in New York turned out to be the work of a Democratic activist, according to police. It wasn't a hoax. Anti-Semitic vandalism was real, but the suspect wasn't a right-winger. Some had assumed to be. The man police arrested, based on surveillance footage, was a 26-year-old James Polite. That's quite an ironic name. Would actually intern for City Hall on the anti-hate issues. Wow. Trump-inspired racist blaze at Black Church was carried out by Black churchgoer in November 2016. This whole hoax occurred 1 week before Trump was elected, but the DCNF is included it as a bonus because was so egregious. Leftist media outlets ran headlines like "A Black Church Burned in the Name of Trump." After a black church in Greenville, Mississippi was set on fire and spray painted with the words "Vote Trump," Washington Post original coverage of the incident read in part Greenville Mayor Simmons called the fire a hateful and cowardly act sparked by the incendiary rhetoric by the GOP nominee Donald Trump during his presidential campaign. But the church was set on fire by one of the church's own congregants who is black. Wow. Yeah. Another list of articles of just fake hate crimes. Again, I highly suggest you check out Matt Christensen's and Beauty and the Beta podcast. They cover this on a regular basis and do a magnificent job at covering these fake hoax hate crimes. So anyways, thank you guys for watching and see you guys next time. Bye.